evening, class. My name is Louis Monserrat, and tonight I'm gonna present my phase 2 for my movie management system database for this semester. And this phase 2, I'm gonna talk about how this code it supports the loading program from the CSB, um, a full CRUD updated, and also an input validation so it never crashes, and one custom action, which is calculating the average movie duration, and everything is in unit tested with, in this case, GU Unit 5 built with Maven. So, without further ado, let's keep going. So, from the phase 1, of course, I talk about my classes, in this case, main Java, movie manager, and also my CSB, which is movie samples. So in this case, I built in separate files, so that way it's gonna be more organized from the source file. So here in DMS, we have the main. Of course, we specified the Java class, the DMS, the app. So we have, for example, the main Java, which divides between the app and the main. So the main just starts the app by calling new app and run in this case, and the app is the CLI layer, and it shows the menu and reads user input with a scanner. All the business logic lives in the movie manager in this case, and the main loop prints the menu and reads an option and calls one of the 7 actions from the load CSV display, create, remove, update, average, and exit. From the movie Java, in this case, we are talking about how the list is integrated from the previous phase 1 video. So again, we still have movie ID, the title, the director, the year, duration in minutes, the genre, and the rating. So all sellers returns the boolean, so I can unit test the success or failure without exceptions, and if the data is invalid, the seller returns as a false, and it doesn't change the field whatsoever. I'm going to the movie manager.java. So again, this class is really important because it stores movie in an in-memory list, and in this case there is no database yet for this phase 2. It's more built in with the movie sample CSV, and again, we have in this case the setters such as add movie, find by its ID, the all, remove, and that is a string, the update fields, and average duration. So that way we can understand how we're doing this list based on. But the biggest change compared to phase 1 is the Maven build, which is the pom.xml. So in Maven complies with Java 17, and it runs unit GUnit 5 and tests by a server fire. Discrepancies, in this case the .org, which is right here on top of. So dependencies such as the .org, unit, Jupyter, and again, that's to ensure we have the plugins such as Maven's compiler plugin, the Maven Surefire plugin, the Maven jar plugin sets to the main class, so I can run the jar within the java.jar in the terminal, and build commands such as the mvn test and the mvn package to create the target movie manager DMS. So as you may see, those are my builds. and the plugins in order to run it with Maven. So without further ado, let me show you compared to the previous one. So again, we keep it up with the 7 activity menu, or the 7 action menu better saying. So we have the load CSV file, the display all movies, create, which is in this case adding a new movie file to add it to the file that we will have, remove the movie by its own ID, and update multiple fields. And again, it will do a custom just to calculate the average duration within the whole movies within the list, and of course that's it. So without further ado, let's keep going. So here is number 1. In this case, once you press number 1, it will ask you to paste the list if you want it, or in this case, since I already have the movie sample CSV, I just press enter just to make it easy. And just like that, 20 movies have been successfully uploaded, and there is certain errors. And just to ensure, let's display the whole movies as you may see. And let's say, hey, I just want to calculate the duration of the movies. So right here, and to exit, just press 7 and type yes. And there you go. So now, let's run it through the terminal. Let me move it in over. So first, what I'm gonna do, is I'm gonna upload the jar file, or making sure that my CSV is running successfully within the terminal. After that, I'm gonna make sure that my file runs smooth. In this case, my movie manager phase 1 target. And last but not least, let's upload the jar file. Or in other words, what I'm doing is I'm targeting the Java jar file in order to run it with the terminal. And once I press enter, we have here. Again, we just want to ensure that the movie data that CSV has been, well, the movie samples that CSV has been successfully integrated here. And as you may see, 20 movies successfully have been uploaded and with no errors. And let's just display them, and here they are. So this is phase 2. I'm definitely looking forward to what's coming up with phase 3, and really I'm really willing to understand more of any comments and feedbacks. But other than that, this is it for now. Again, I'm looking forward for the next time on phase 3. Have a good night, everybody.